time to share the stream. So, I've shared what I had to share. I'm ready to finish this. Since the last stream I did a little bit of stuff. We had the first guy, I added color to him and added 2 more. The plan for now is to at least add 1 more, maybe a second one. So maybe we can finish the stream with having 5 thumbnails instead of just the 3. That would be ideal. Let me just write a few messages before. Where's CK? I hope the music is not too loud. Because for me it's very quiet, but seeing in OBS it seems like it's very loud. So why am I getting disturbed every time I start streaming? This now for now close. These I can delete. It's these 3 layers that I wanna, or like it's more than 3. Scale a bit down. Make a little bit of room. This, maybe we can add 1 more guy. And this yellow stuff can then be adjusted. Yeah, something like this. Yo CK, guess who's back? Yeah, since last time I made a bit of progress, as you can see. And I want at least 1 more guy, maybe 2. But 1 would be... Yeah, color, it's like the colors from the tank, because I have to continue that. Direction. But yeah, since the last stream a little bit of stuff happened. Also, on Twitch, a few things happened, if you want to try them out. There should be some sound alert stuff. We have new emotes. Some are still in approval, so they're not finished yet. But since you're a subscriber, you should be able to use all of them. But a few of them are for followers. There's a limit. Free. Was it free? Yeah, the music is... I don't know why it's so loud today. Is this better? Let me know if the music is now better, because it's already very quiet for me. But apparently in OBS it's super loud. Way better, nice. So yeah, I don't know if I heard anything because of the music, but we have now emotes. We have subscriber icons. We have a couple of free emojis. Yeah, apparently most of the emojis I submitted are in approval. I have no idea why, but apparently Twitch needs to approve emojis. So that's the thing. But you can probably use them all. Design 1 and 3 are great. 2 looks too clean. Yeah, I need to add details to all of them. Like the details I have here are just made up stuff. It's more or less about the shape and like the general idea. And in the next step, we start adding details, or like we pick features that we like, because I can already tell you a few things. I like this gun because this is basically the exact same gun I have on the tank, just in smaller. I like his arms, because let's be honest, why would he need arms? I want him to be like flexible and be able to escape the kaiju. So this is more or less not only for fighting, this is more... I don't see this as a... How do I say it? It's more of an escape pod. So you're in the tank and you need to escape from the kaiju as fast as possible. So maybe this whole idea is way better than this. This is more for fighting, 1v1, but having the range, like exploring a wide range, is very important at this stage. Which is, yeah, my current goal. And I'm looking a little bit through other stuff. Since last time I added this concept, which has, like, it's from Doom Eternal. And it has some of the features that I have. Obviously more demonic and like devilish looking, and not very similar to my direction. But shape-wise, like the proportions having like these shoulders. It's a bit similar to what I already have. Yeah, it could not... Yeah, that's the thing. Like, some of them look like this big guy can definitely take an attack, or it looks like it could. He is more or less there to be quick and fast out there, you know. For him, maybe it doesn't matter if he can survive it. The more important thing is he can run away as fast as possible, which this guy doesn't look like he can run away as fast as possible. Again, we need as much as possible focus on variety and like different ideas, not like the same idea but 3 times. If I make 3 sketches that are all like this, then in the portfolio I don't show the variety of ideas that I explored. So even then, let's say, I don't know, some kind of art director person or some hiring guy looks at the portfolio and they only see big guys like this, and he actually likes this more, but I went with this guy, he will actually, like, it's more like, okay, yeah, I would have preferred him, but I can understand that for some reason he picked this. So he knows that in my head I at least considered him at one point. And if he was involved for his IP, then we could have maybe chosen this. But for whatever I can mute you for 3 minutes. How far? Oh yeah. That's something I added for channel points and stuff. That's the thing. Like with being affiliate, you can have channel points or render points. How I use it, how I call it. So you can even make me draw the sketch with mouse if you want, or like upside down. So I have to draw the head and whatever upside down, or like with my left hand, which, yeah, sounds like pain, but you know, channel points accumulate if you're active. I think you only need to watch to get channel points. If you chat, you get a little bit more, I think. And for subscribers, I think Twitch has it so you gain 1.2 or something multiplier, so you get it a little bit faster. Streams are more funny now. Nice. That's the reason I thought affiliate would be fun. Because I like all the streamers I like watching, their streams are interesting because of these fun features. Where people can interact a little bit more. I don't know if you see it, but there should be some kind of sound alert panel somewhere. You can even play sounds and like videos on top. I don't see it. Maybe if I go to my channel. Oh yeah. Yeah, here you have sounds. But why are these all paid bit stuff? There should be channel point stuff. Oops, not that. See, there are such channel point things. Yeah, I don't know. These are for bits, which I think 30 bits is like 30 cents. Yeah, I don't know. Just some fun stuff that is now possible. Bye as an alert. Yeah, if you want to play, I think it's almost 60 seconds, maybe 30 seconds, something like that. Plays on screen the whole video and music, and I think it's pretty loud, so I have to shut up while it plays. There's even a jump scare. Just some popular stuff that was already there I picked. Like maybe in the future I go in there and see what else would be fun or like cool. But so far I only added things that already seem to be popular there. I'm looking at things that I don't have already. I don't know, like these arms, I really like them, but they don't really make sense from my thing. But this mask, maybe. Here it looks like a hornet. Like this, with a visor. Which is kind of what I have here. She has some of the shapes that I have for my tank, but like more roundish, so I could kind of Ironheart. Ironheart jeans. Ironheart jeans. This is a fan design, I think. I think works quite well as a reference. I think I don't have enough references to come up with 2 more, but I at least want one strong 4th version. This kind of seems cool, but this guy being exposed, like the soldier being exposed in there, is kind of a dumb idea for my purpose. Maybe something big, like the second one mixed with the first one. Maybe a little mix of both of them. How are you, man, CK? How was your day? What are you up to? Oh, I heard you have a leg day today? I'm trying now. I had this idea or the artist stream, but I forgot to edit, and when I continued working on it on my own, like having some samurai reference in there. Like they always had these big shoulder pads, and maybe I just make a huge big samurai mech that fits into my world. Samurai would have some stuff like this on top. Not that special, doing some gaming groceries. Yeah, but still. What are you gaming? Rivals? Rivals looks so much like fun. Like, ever so often I see post somewhere on Rivals, and I always think to myself, maybe I should get into it, but I think it could be a huge waste of time. Focus on other stuff. Wasn't your day in Rivals? Why did you lose? Or like have weird teammates? Didn't you share a screenshot where you were like second or something in your team? Or was that yesterday? I'm mixing up stuff. I think I saw it today. I don't know if you shared it yesterday. But these things up here, they don't make any sense. And he's already pretty huge for my needs. But let's explore. Do I have my tank in the ref port? I don't. I should probably add my tank there. Because the tank is... it's the most important reference. Both of these. So is there anything that I can take for the head shape? Looks like Shredder, kind of, yeah, but I think I want to restart the entire thing because it's getting way out of hand. Do we start with the head? Maybe. Maybe the gun, the turret shape, like here you can see it from the back. Maybe this makes sense. The visor. I don't like the side pieces. I think the samurai-like shoulder pads, Gundams are also pretty nice. Gundam, yeah, Gundam could be a good reference. You're right, actually. Let me start with the torso this time. Like, let's make the gun shape in the middle of the chest. Just a bit more T-shaped instead of... Maybe... This is Iron Man. I have to take care that I don't accidentally create. The music is from F-Zero. What's playing right now is the Super Smash Bros. Big Blue remix. So it's like Super Smash Bros. Stuff. Maybe it could be that it's F-Zero stuff as well, yeah. It's like Super Smash Bros. Because right now I have Captain Falcon on screen. While this is playing, so it could be that... Yeah. And then it's from Captain Falcon, yeah. Now we have Tesla. Doesn't matter. Give him some kind of big chunky thing in the middle. Interrupted with some kind of pipe stuff, I don't know. This stuff has to be figured out later on. We'll have a lot of fun figuring out those details. That's one of the worst things I hate doing. Hard surface details. I'm really bad at hard surface stuff. That's why I'm really happy that people liked my tank so much. Because that's like way out of my comfort zone. We have this shape in the tank. It could be like a huge shoulder pad, but then to make it more samurai-like, add a few more of them. Not like fully samurai, but like slightly inspired, you know, when people see it. Maybe they think of it, oh yeah, this is like samurai. Maybe this army that fights kaijus likes to get inspired by samurai. And maybe for the army I could even take more inspiration. Like give the character a headband and like some kind of samurai thing. Then it already, like with these shoulder pads, it kind of works, you know. Yeah, we're in random details again. Donkey Kong, nice. Yeah, the head is just an example. It will not be a head like this. The head will probably be this sized. Like the character's arms, like if the character is in there, they will probably not this small. Give it a head. Or the arms, but maybe the arms are like in here. And they're like sitting. And then they're like controlling this, because there's no way they can stretch out the arms like this. Even for that's why this guy has no hands here, because if the character is in here, the arms would be maximum until here. That's why I think it will be in here inside. And for this guy, maybe it is like the person until here. So these hands, maybe they have like a hand controller in there or something, which I don't have to figure out, thankfully, but it somehow has to be logical. I hope it is. I'm still not sure what to stream tomorrow, to be honest. I'm thinking about doing the Carnage, because I really want to finish Carnage, but I cannot be motivated doing it on my own. It works for Hulkbuster. Yeah, Hulkbuster has this huge head, where like the person is like tiny inside. There is. It's a pretty good reference as well, but I need to kind of look more into my stuff as well. Let's take one of the Hulkbusters. And this fucked up guy, because this is kind of the vibe that I want to have. One second, I'm getting a phone call. Every time I'm on stream, people are annoying. I'm back. When you're not motivated on your own, it's not a good sign. It's not that I'm not motivated, it's that I see that it's a lot of work and I'm kind of afraid of doing it, you know? Not afraid, but like pushing it back. Procrastinating. And doing stuff on stream is easier, because then we can figure it out together. Especially since this is ZBrush, and I have used ZBrush, but I'm not that experienced with it. So, if that makes sense. So on stream we can tackle it together, and if things are not working, yeah, you get to see my whole process. But if I'm doing it on my own, I just get frustrated. So I sometimes, because now I'm at a stage with Carnage where I want to do things that I'm not sure yet how to do them. And this would be a great learning experience. But it will be a difficult learning. And maybe it's interesting for stream. If that makes sense, CK. I have no idea what I'm doing with this head. I'm trying to add a skull. Like a mech skull. Oh, this is the Mario Kart music. Nice, Mario Kart. Are you looking forward to the new Mario Kart, by the way? Because I kinda am, but I'm not sure how it will be different from what we have now. Yeah, we can definitely switch to something easier. But Carnage is like a big project, and I think I should probably do something simpler instead of Carnage. I mean, I think I'm still not at the level where I should be with the Carnage, but it's probably gonna be a great learning experience for me. That's why I still want to finish it. Where did I have this nice... But the Switch didn't get its own. Yeah, so yeah. Yeah, that's actually a good point. The Mario Kart we have now is the Wii version. Are the references enough for Yuri? Yeah. Yeah, should be fine. To be honest, I have not looked at detailing yet. But it should be fine. Not a big issue. Didn't I have some reference for some faces? Or here. Yeah, this looks a bit too much like a wasp. Yeah, but this one, I wanted to try something like this, I think. Where it had like 4 panels instead of 1 face shield. And it might look completely shit. But once you make it glow, things usually start to become a lot cooler. I think this is a bit too high. Now he looks kind of sad. Which is a good thing, they already read like eyes. You can emphasize it even more, like now it looks like a angry face. Oh, by the way, since we're speaking about playing with your buddy and stuff with Switch, are you looking forward to the Forza on PlayStation? Because Forza is actually like one of the best looking games ever made, in my opinion. So I think that will be really, really interesting to see. I think it will sell really good, like I don't think Gran Turismo fans would deny that Forza looks better than Gran Turismo. And I think a lot of them will probably try the game out. Oh, if I do something like this, it kind of looks like a hairstyle. Yo, Okpa! How are you, man? Glad to see you in here. I saw you joined the server. Really cool stuff. Really cool to see you here. I believe this stuff here is a bit... I need to break this shape apart a bit. Maybe like this, and then it looks like there's something behind. Just the great thing about the thumbnailing sketching phase, you get to explore shapes pretty quickly without putting in much effort. All I'm doing now is thinking about shapes. But as full price, I don't know, man. Yeah, will it be full price? Fully, I'm one of them. GT7 is dry now, yeah. Fine, how about... Yeah, I'm doing great, man. I'm working on a concept. I don't know if you've seen my tank, which I think I showed you the last time. I mean, this is not... This is just a sketch. This is the tank. And let's show this version as well. I made this concept and I now need a mech that is in a similar shape language. And this is what I'm working on now. So for now we're just exploring different versions which could be possible. And in the next stage, we will then go into detail, pick parts that we like, and actually come up with an actual design. For now, we're really just exploring, yeah, a variety of different things. Like each of them is good at, like has weaknesses and strengths. And hopefully, while doing this exploration, we will at the end, or like next week probably, have an idea what the final one could be like and know which are the coolest parts of all of them, and then combine it in one awesome, epic, big concept. There's quite a lot to do until then, but I will probably stream a lot of it. And this, the last one, since this is kind of, I have it here. Oh, I don't have it. But this is like, the tank is a kaiju defense tank. So it's like against kaiju. Kaiju is basically Godzilla. I think even King Kong counts as a kaiju, and like a giant monster, which are typically in Japan. So I'm thinking for the last one, maybe we take a little bit of Japanese influence and make it a little bit more samurai looking. I don't think this will be the final one that we pick in the end, but I just want to have this here for when we post this on ArtStation, so people can look at it and hopefully see the Japanese, that we tried it out, you know. Maybe it's for a different project, but also want to have fun, you know, try things even though we don't think will be cool. I will be working, but this is not working. Yeah, hope that makes sense. If you have any other questions, just let me know. A samurai robot. Yeah, but I looked at some references to see if people have done it, and a lot of people have actually already done it. Which honestly, you don't always have to be like the first one to do things. But it's cool if you are. And you can do things in your own way and still have it like be very unique. How about you, man? Are you working on something? Are you making art? I know you're like a game dev and artist and like a whole one-man team. Yep, it's listed for $70 on PSN. That is steep. If you look at it, how old is Forza 5? I mean, I don't know how they made it. They probably had to put in a lot of work to make it work on PlayStation. But it depends on the engine. If they used something, they probably used an in-house engine which was not made for PlayStation games because it's a Microsoft title. But most modern game engines can port a game quite, I mean, not easily, but like if you have like something like Unreal, it does help a lot. Like it does a lot of the work for you and translates the code to something the PlayStation understands. If it's an engine they made custom for Xbox and computer, which I believe Xbox runs basically the same stuff a Windows machine would. So Xbox games I think run natively on Windows. If I might be wrong, but PlayStation games 100% don't. So that's basically the same kind of work they would have to do to port a PC game to PlayStation, which there is a lot of work involved, but full price, like they are not making any new assets. The maps are there, like the sound is there, there's like a lot of the things are already in there, and a lot of those things are the most exposed. Like art is usually a very expensive part of that, especially for something like Forza. Forza is, yeah, the art is everything, so I guess they just do what PlayStation does themselves and like charge you almost full price for a re-release. Crazy. But I'm pretty sure it will drop pretty soon. I don't think. Yeah, I just joined small team working on as the UI. Nice! 2D game artist for mobile games, but I still didn't start yet. Okay, so there's no work for you yet. Yeah, usually for like game early on, the UI is not that important. It helps if you start like researching and like building an style, an UI style, like making up a style guide for the UI and how buttons and stuff works. I've done that for a few games myself, like smaller projects where I also did the UI stuff. It's because I have a bit of web development and web design background, so designing a mobile UI for games was also quite similar. But yeah, early on there's not much for you to do, just user flows and like that kind of stuff. November 2021. So 4.5 years. Yeah, that's. So I'm wondering if they actually did redo some stuff. Now that you say that, if it's a game that old, maybe they did remaster or like make some higher res assets for the PlayStation. But then they should probably re-release it on Xbox too, like a remaster. But it's crazy. The game is pretty old at this point, yeah. And it still looks amazing. It's still the best looking racing game, despite being that old. That's the same. I still remember to this day, when GTA 5 released, a lot of people were saying like, yeah, that game's amazing. And I told everyone, until GTA 6 releases, there will probably be no other game that will come close to it. And the only game that is better, like art-wise and whatever, in my opinion, like as a package, is Red Dead Redemption 2. So there are some games out there that are just setting standards that nobody else can beat, and Forza is one of them when it comes to art and like realism. Need some connecting pieces here. I'm not developing anything lately because it takes too much to doing it solo. Yeah, I believe that. I started a few solo projects myself just for fun, and I even asked people if they would like to see something like that on stream. But it does take a lot of time until you have something playable and that you like yourself. It's easy to release a shitty game, but if you want to have something that is like really good and doing it all by yourself, it's so much work. Having a team of people definitely is a great idea, but gotta pay those people. Or find someone who's passionate as you are. I don't know if I showed you. No, you didn't show anything. Yeah, because it's a small team, I will make some mockups for the game, yeah. And I will start Sunday. If you want to share stuff, feel free to share in Discord. Since I saw you joined. Maybe you left already, I don't know. But that's a good place to share stuff, and I will see it there. What is this music? It sounds familiar. It's Waluigi Pinball for the Nintendo DS. Mario Kart DS. Okay. Yeah, Horizon. Not the Forza Horizon, but Horizon like Forbidden West and Horizon Zero Dawn are also one of those games that are like amazing. But most people that I know that play that game, I know some that really, really loved it, but most of the people stopped playing it. I think from all the people I know that played it, only one person I know finished it. All the other ones said it got boring. Especially the second one. Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima is another amazing game. But that doesn't come close in terms of AI, like NPC AI. This is another area where Rockstar is just beating everyone in. The game actually feels like it's lived in. Art-wise, there's a lot of games that come close. I think as a general package, you know, like games usually stand out in one area really like a lot, and then they are not as good in other areas. And art-wise, there's quite a lot of games that look pretty good. And I'm pretty sure the new Assassin's Creed Shadows will also look amazing. It's the gameplay where usually people stop caring about the product. Gameplay is the most important. I had a talk on art style at a conference. And like I started it off asking the crowd, does art matter? And a few people said yes, but the actual answer is no. Because to this day, the most successful game ever released is Minecraft. I don't know how many billions of copies they sold. But yeah, they made a lot of money, and definitely the art is not the reason why. It's the gameplay. And shitty games are usually... it's usually not art that makes them be shit games. Let's say it like that. Art helps sell your game and promote your game. People will buy it because of the art. It's the first thing they see. Maybe that's another thing we can do on stream. I have a few talks that I did already, and I will have one more soonish. Maybe I just do the talks that I did for conventions and schools and stuff on stream. Just like a little presentation and game development stuff. The next talk I'm gonna have is gonna be on art direction in games. I don't know how interesting that would be, but... What am I doing with the legs? None of this makes sense. I mean, it does kinda look cool, but... I'm not thinking right now, I'm just doing random shapes when talking. Sometimes I forget. See how I'm doing the split feet? Because, you know, the Japanese shoes that had like the samurai... No, I don't think samurai had them, but like very common for ninja designs to have something like this. And 2 acquitted halfway for both of them. The first one too? I didn't know you quitted or stopped playing on both of them. Now let's do something a bit different so we have a bit more variety. I don't know if I want if I want some kind of thrusters. And then here like fire comes out. Or maybe the thrusters are on the hands. Or I make a jetpack sometime, some kind of jetpack thing on the back. And the legs are like, they don't look like stable enough in my opinion, they look like tiny chicken legs or something. I need to beef them up a little bit. So maybe this is like one part. And then they're like, can have some kind of cables or stuff running around. The knees make sense to be a bit thinner, but maybe we can beef them up in here. It looks a lot beefier now. And none of these needs to make sense right now. In the next stage we will. I love the art of Disco Elysium. I don't know if you try. I didn't try it, but yeah, I'm familiar. Game looks amazing. Same like for Hades or Hades or however I want to call it. Amazing game. Amazing art style and game. That's like indie games often have that balance a bit better, like between gameplay and art. But usually indie games, like, they don't have as much gameplay. They only need they have like one core mechanic that they do really, really well, and they don't need more than that. For AAA games, you expect it to have more than just one gameplay feature or like a couple. I want to try something else. I don't want it to be like here, I need the arm to be like this, so the shoulder pads actually look more big. Maybe this could be like some kind of spring. Does this remind you of a samurai? I think it works for me. But I want to know if it works for you guys as well. At the moment I'm on the point where I won't invest much time on gaming. I have Stellar Blade, yeah. Yeah, I'm at the same point. There's no games releasing that I'm that interested in. Like, some games are cool, I play them for a little bit and then I stop caring. And I don't know if it's me, but it seems like a lot of people feel the same way recently with the games that are coming out. So I hope some of the games that we're getting this year will change that. And obviously this is not the case for all games. Like, I felt the same way for like many years now. But if like when Red Dead Redemption released, I was sucked into that, or like for Cyberpunk. Like, those games I still enjoyed a lot. So I don't think it's just me. I really think that the quality of games is going down. Because there are still games that really interest me and still suck me in, and I play like hundreds of hours sometimes. But the majority of the newer games just doesn't do that for me anymore. Now doing something I had on the tank as well. I should probably just do it like this. And that's like samurai swords or something. But this is something we don't need now. And I think he's a bit too big. He should be smaller than the big guy. I don't like something about him. What is it that I don't like? This is a nice song, Sonic the Hedgehog. He has like this thick torso and tiny arms, so maybe we thin, but there needs to be a person inside of it, so it has to be like bigger. It works for you? Yes, nice. Glad to see you guys both can see the samurai influence. Ghost of Yotei in GTA 6. Yeah, and another thing, the Mafia game. It's like, I'm not super looking forward to it, but if that game is nice, I'll definitely play it. If I hear some good reviews about the Mafia game, the Italy one, I don't know, where they go back home. Yeah, Cyberpunk, I played hardcore in my free week, invested 52 hours. Yeah, I had like 80 hours or something in Cyberpunk with the DLC. I mean, only a few bigger studios still making great games like Rockstar or From Software, yeah. Naughty Dog and Sucker Punch, yep. Or like Insomniac does a pretty good job. Or Sony Santa Monica does a pretty good job. Most of the Sony studios, to be honest. I'm not sure what Naughty Dog is doing with their new IP, but I'm like open to it. Let's see what it's gonna be like. Yeah, the new Fable? I don't know where it will come out. That's a good question. It's not unlikely that it will be released on PlayStation. Because didn't Microsoft say that? I mean, they're proving it now with the new Forza game, that they want to focus more on the PlayStation market as well. Oops. So yeah, that'll be interesting, because Fable, I never played the series, but it always looked interesting. So if it's a good game, the new Fable might also be something I would like to try if it releases. I mean, I could play it on PC, but I don't know. If I have the opportunity to play something on PlayStation, I usually like playing on PlayStation more. Ooh, no. Yeah, let's do it like this. Some blue pipes. Maybe blue pipe in here. These will be blue pipes for sure. The center chest piece will also be a blue glowing thing. Then this stuff in here, the glowing eyes. There was something else that I wanted to have glowing. Maybe smaller details. Here. Yeah, I think that's already it for the dark gray. Let's add some lighter gray for some details. That looks good. That looks amazing. Nice, man. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed. And this is still the first step. Like I'm not even close to the final design. Like I'm just exploring shapes right now. So this will be a lot cooler next week. Yeah, I could totally also remove this part. Open it up a little bit so you can see through it. What else? What else? Let's make this silver. It's not that it matters, because just it's not even like the final design. Now let's take the yellow. I'm doing this part yellow because I want this to read as hair. Even though it's not hair. If it reads a bit more like hair, it would be pretty cool. And we could totally make these yellow as well. Yeah, something like this. You can see how I'm not even like precise at all. Like very dirty paint job. And one more detail down here. Maybe this. Kind of think this is too much, so maybe we make this lighter. I want the viewer to be focused around the torso. Maybe like this. Maybe let's see how this looks. Yeah. Kind of reminds me of like of a transformer or something. No. This and this, and then expand the selection a little bit and nope. Color with white. Now we have a fourth one. Yeah, I think we have quite a lot of variety. Did I miss something in chat? I mean the new Fable, but your concept as well. Oh! This character looks like a robot who can fight with a big sword. Yeah, maybe. Maybe we do that if we pick this direction, but as I said, I will probably not go too hard into the samurai look, because I want it... I just want this to be in the portfolio, so like whoever's looking at it, they see that I explored it. But even though, like, I'm 100% sure that this needs to be look different, but it's good to have a variety, you know. If someone sees this, they can see I tried... Where's the red or something, so I can make notes? I tried something who can evade pretty easily from a kaiju. Like just fly away and they're gone. This guy looks like he can fight with a kaiju maybe for a short time. This guy might be something in between. Like he could probably fight back, but he's also pretty lightweight and can like run away. So this is why I wanted this thinner, more athletic looking legs. And this guy is also more on the bulky side, but a little bit more sleek and modern. So like I have a big variety, and in the end what will come down to is I will probably say I want these wings, I want maybe these guns, I want his torso and shoulder pads, and this gun in the back. So in the end it will be kind of a mix of all these with a few new things included, of course. So I'm just noticing that this yellow is way darker. So let me fix that. Select all the yellows that are this. Yeah, much better. Now they are all similar. Also, what I forgot yesterday, and this is annoying, this was pretty annoying to see yesterday when I was already finished. These are supposed to be like lights. Yeah. Clean. I thought the same with that yellow. Nice. Now that I look at this in the stream window, this guy kinda looks like a bee. Like yellow with black lines in between. I don't think I like that. But I also don't hate it. So... do we have ideas for one more? I'm not sure if I do. Do I have some stuff here that I want to translate? I don't think there is. In the end I want this DIY style, so a little bit rougher, not as polished looking as this tank. But I don't think it matters for now. Definitely big reference point is War Machine. What about you guys? Do you have a final idea? Like something very obscure that could be a good reference? Where was my... something like this would be nice for the shot, but also for the warrior later on, like have my tank in the back, maybe some trees. Like I might copy this look, this shot, almost one by one. Maybe not trees, maybe it will be a city or something, but I like the trees. Yeah, I don't think that I need more than this. If there's also no ideas coming from chat, maybe it's time to call this thing finished.
Tomislav Arts played Deadpool Dance for 0 bits.
Yep, I wanted to play that because I think it's time to say bye. I wanted to see if it works. So if there's no more ideas, I will now submit this and call it finished for today. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will continue this next week where we actually make a proper concept, like a more refined sketch, and try out different ideas a little bit better. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, everyone, and yeah, there's nothing else to say, but goodbye everyone, thanks for joining.